and your arm all the way up for a moment. We're just gonna do some like twisty stretches to begin. So you're gonna inhale, gently twist all the way down, finding that twist from the waist already. And then you're gonna exhale, open. So again, this is nothing like full power, really kind of thinking of this as just a nice loving warm up for yourself, thinking about how the spine twists a little bit. You can gently gaze up at that upper arm if you want, kind of pushing down with the right hand, exhaling up. Good. 3 more. Super. And again, feeling how you can still push away with that left arm, opening up the chest and allowing for the spine to just get that little bit of extra reach. Cool, last time here. Excellent. Gently come all the way up for me into this nice lifted position. And again, bringing your palm outward facing, your right hand is going to be all the way by your right heel for me. Take another deep inhale. You're going to push away just for a little bit and reach up that right knee. And then as you come on back, you're going to gently twist all the way to that back right. So you're inhaling, reaching. I did say no arms, right? Exhale, twist back. It's just the beginning. Inhale, reaching up. And then again, I just want you to sit back and really give your twist so that your right hip gets kind of small, this left hip gets stretched. 2 more. And then last time here. Excellent. Coming all the way down. You're actually going to have your right knee down and your left leg out and your right, let's try that again. Left arm is straight, left leg is straight, and the right arm is going to come behind your head. So you're gonna open up all the way here, and then you're gonna put this right elbow down on the floor. And as you get here, you're gonna sweep up this left leg. So you're inhaling, opening up to the right side, and then engaging the core, tapping down the right elbow, sweeping up the left leg. Great, and again, we're slowly moving through this. Still want your hips to be very much grounded. And feeling how you can distribute the weight very evenly here. Lifting up the belly. Good, 2 more. And again, opening up that top right elbow as much as you can. But again, focusing on keeping the hips very much parallel to the floor. Last time here. Good, I want us to stay here for a moment. You're gonna bring up that left knee. And then you're going to bring the left knee in towards the chest and then stretch it on out. And again, if the right elbow seems a little bit too much, you can always put the right hand down. Good. And again, keeping the left elbow nice and backward facing, shoulder very far away from the ear. Good. We're going to do 3 more. And 2. And 1. Great. All the way out with that leg. Put the left leg down. Bring your right hand all the way to the center. Stretch out for a second. And then come right back down. Cool. Let's go over to the other side. So aligning here, the right elbow is at that nice 90-degree angle. Okay. Good. Arm comes up. And again, we're just twisting down here. Warming up the other side again. And feeling free to follow the arm as much or as little as you need. Great. And seeing, can you feel again, even if we're just gently twisting, how that expansion continues to get bigger and bigger? Does this feel quite expansive already because we did the other side, or do you feel like it's kind of a restart and a reset? 2 more. Last time here. Excellent. Hand behind your head. So we're going to gently, what did I do? This way, sorry. I was like, wait, we were lifted. You're reaching all the way here. Okay, so you're lifting all the way up for a moment, and then as you come on back, remember you're putting your hips down and twisting all the way back. So you're going to feel that extra bit of twist. You're not necessarily twisting your hips back. I still want that waist twist happening. Great. 4 more. Some moves I just love in so many different directions, and this just happens to be one of them. and 2. Last time. Super, floating all the way over. And again, this time stretching out. Yeah, the right leg and the left arm comes behind your head and your left toes are tucked. So again, you're twisting all the way down with the left elbow on the floor and then floating that right leg up and putting it back down as we open up and push up. So inhale, rotating down, lift, exhale back. And see how much of this weight you can still evenly distribute so that again, the weight doesn't get put all the way in that right arm of yours. Good, 3 more. And still focusing on keeping that stability through the right side in order to stabilize that open lift on the left. Cool, last time here, inhale, open. And then exhale, we're gonna stack and hold. Good, and you're gonna lower, bring the knee in and stretch it on out for 8. Right elbow gently bent, 7. Feeling the right obliques working here. The right glute gets a little bit of extra love. Super, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Slowly come back down to center. Stretch out your left leg, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees come down, and then shift your weight all the way back. Okay, okay. So we are now nice and warmed, I would say. I want us to actually come onto our forearms. And we're going to do a little bit of twisting and reaching and lifting. All right, so we're going to come into a tabletop position for a moment. And you're going to gently bring those knees over towards the right for me. And again, keeping that upper body forward facing. Cool. You're going to slowly tap your knees down all the way here. And then as you come up, you're going to twist a tiny bit more to the right. Think about making 5 stops. Good. Twisting a tiny bit more. So it's like each time you're allowing your body to just open up a little bit more. We got 2 more. Now I still want this happening with your left hip still relatively feeling heavy, so you're not completely letting control. Good, and we're gonna do one last one here. Great, coming back to the center, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna push yourself all the way back up. Great, take another deep breath. Bring the right hand, the left hand opening wide and bringing the hips up. Good, you're gonna inhale, rotate to the side, lower down, and then come on up. Good, again, rotate a little bit more. Super, maybe push up a tiny bit more so that your ears and your shoulders are very far away. 2 more little stops. Last time here. Super, back to the middle, take a deep breath, and then rotate all the way back down over to the left side. So again, you're starting super small and just lowering it down and coming up. And trusting that each time you can still control that openness, you can still sense where it's happening from. Great, 2 more openness, opening feelings here. And then last time, get back to the center, take a deep breath, push yourself all the way up, open up wide, move again if you need to. And then we twist to the left, elbows back, and then lower down. Good, and 4. And again, each time, again, controlling those legs, feeling how the hips still stay grounded, your chest can be open, your right core or right oblique is very active at this point. And then last time here. Super, back to the center, and then come right back down. Good, from here, you're gonna walk your hands out, curl your core, and roll down for me on 3, 2, and 1. Good, circling all the way back around, head, neck, and shoulders come up, and we feel this reach. Good, so you're gonna just drop your knees for a second, and just I want you to feel the difference about what happens when you kind of just like let it hang versus actively hold. Or when you bring your knees super close to you, how it's kind of an easier position, and when you move them a little bit far away, how much more active you need to be. Good, right hand on top of the other. You're gonna put your right ankle on top of the left, and you're gonna take a nice breath as you inhale, stretch out the legs, and then exhale, come on back and tap that entire shape down. So your right ankle is staying on top of your left. Inhale, stretch it long. It's almost like you want to squeeze that inner thigh feeling together when you get to the top. So you're kind of creating a little space, and then you're trying to eliminate all of that space. Good. And 3 more. Super. And seeing here what your distance is, right? It doesn't mean you have to go all the way. I still want your legs to be nice and long, but that might mean that your legs are a little bit higher. If you feel like your back is arching off the floor, please make it smaller. Good, hanging out here, and for the last time, all the way back. Excellent, uncross for a moment, take a deep breath, put the soles of your feet down for 3, 2, and 1, and you're gonna rotate all the way over onto the side here for a second. Cool, you're gonna bring this right knee all the way up, and I want you to bring the knee in towards that elbow. And then I want you to reach the leg very slowly, kind of away in front of the bottom leg. So you're bringing the knee in towards you, and then you're trying to keep that shape, but reach it, reach it, reach it, reach it, and tap. So you feel very active here on this left side. And I don't want you to hold onto it in the hip. I want you to move past the hip and tap down the core, and then lift it back. Good, and then pushing it down on the exhale. Cool, 3 more. And again, seeing, can you expand into the ribs a little bit more? Can you perhaps lift up a tiny bit more from that right side body? And then last time here. Great, all the way back to the center. You're gonna bring your knee parallel. You're gonna bring that knee in towards you, stretch it on out. Then you're gonna bend it again, swing it on back. Now with this swing, you're not gonna be able to go very far, because if you do, you're gonna start rotating. We don't want that yet. So you're inhaling, coming on in, kind of giving yourself a nice extension kick, and then exhale, coming back just a bit. So I'm kind of sensing the difference between really opening up to the front and sort of squeezing to bring it on back. Good, 3 more. And with that gentle kick front, I still want you to think about staying parallel to the floor so that you feel that the leg is just going front and back. Can't go up or down yet. Good. 2 more. And then last time here. Good, and from here we're gonna make a nice up feeling and then squeeze it on down, keeping that shape. So inhaling it up and squeeze that shape down. Good, 6 more. And again, finding that space between the hips, naturally wanting to open. And that control of the resistance up is the same as the control and the resistance down. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Cool. Slowly coming back to the center and taking a deep breath. Let's release the hands and then roll down for me on 3, 2, and 1. Great. Circling the arms around, head, neck, and shoulders come up, and we lift. Cool. One hand on top of each other, floating both knees again up into a tabletop, adjusting your back. So if you need to kind of lift up a little bit higher, if you feel like you need to make your legs a little bit closer or further away, go for it. And now we're going to stretch out so that the right leg is on top of the left. Yeah, good. And then you're coming all the way back in. So inhale it all the way out. Exhale back. And then slowly lower down again. 3, 2, 1. And again, just kind of sensing the difference between that reach, extension out, and then coming all the way back. Great, and finding that nice extension all the way through the toes. Try to maintain that hip stability. Seeing, can you breathe a little bit more into your ribs? Can you feel how deep you can go with this control into that innermost layer of muscle? Good. Let's do a few more. Finding that tap position here. Good. 2 more. Inhaling, reach. Exhale, squeeze. And last time here. Slowly uncrossing, feet come down, and then we're gonna rotate over to the side here. Great, feeling that space, lifting up a little bit, and then we're gonna lift up. Okay, so you're gonna swing the knee front, stretch it out, and then bend and shift back just a little bit. Good. And again, connecting that breath with the extension. Feeling how that right leg is happy to get a little bit of movement forward and still have that control feeling back. Good. 4 more. Can you open up that right shoulder a little bit more? Can you make this a little bit more active through the left side body and perhaps stretch up so that your elbow is helping to support you? And again, if it feels too much pressure on the elbow, just melt yourself back down. Okay, last time here. Great, so again, we're opening up that top knee, bringing the top knee in towards that right elbow, and then slowly and steadily resisting, reaching beyond the bottom leg, still keeping those hips very much stacked. Inhaling, coming on in. Exhale, squeeze and lower. Remember, we still want to keep the knee, or rather the leg, in a slightly bent position, so you feel the entirety of the leg moving, but you're not stretching it out yet. Good. And seeing almost like you can target different angles of your bum and the backs of your legs, so that we really want all of our leg muscles to be happy, warm, and active. Cool. 2 more. Last time here. Super, come on back to that nice parallel position, and we're lifting it up and then squeezing it down for 8. Again, finding a bit more reach through the side body if we can for 7, 6, and again, that same feeling of resisting up and resisting down. Oh my goodness, I have to get the door, sorry, keep going. Yeah, give me 1 second, I'm really sorry. Hello? Hi? Okay. Thank you so much. Sorry about that. We're having someone come into our apartment. Okay, last one. All right, everyone, we're gonna come back into the center for a moment. And again, feeling what's happening here. I want us to bring our knees into a tabletop position. Then you're gonna reach the arms a little bit longer. We're gonna come into a rocking position. So I want you to rock on up. And then I want you to curl and rock back down, stretching up your legs up. So you're coming on up to a nice controlled sit, and then exhale, coming on back, stretching. Good, we're gonna continue to make this a little bit bigger. Not yet, I just want you to feel that control first. So you're inhaling, reaching, exhaling, controlling, back down, stretching. Good, 2 more. Last time here. All right, so we're gonna stretch, put the legs up and over, feeling that space, and again, controlling the reach. Then you're gonna slowly lower down, 3, 2, 1, and then rock back up. Good, inhale, controlling down, up and over. Again, you don't have to necessarily touch your feet on the floor, but you can if you want. Exhale, slowly melting your spine, and then reaching on up. Good, 3 more. Inhaling, up and over. Exhaling, coming on up. And 2. And 1. Great. And then we're holding here for a sec. Good, you're gonna put the right foot down, stretch out the left, hold here for me, strengthen long. And you're gonna twist all the way to the right, tapping, and then exhale back. Good, inhale, twist. Exhale back. Good. So again, feeling how that space continually opens. If you feel like it's too much for your leg, you can always put your leg down back on the floor, totally fine. Last two. Last one here. Super. Coming back towards the center, feeling that reach. One hand on top of each other. You're going to twist all the way towards the right side as you stretch out the left leg. Keeping that shape for me there, and then come right back. Staying on the same side. Inhaling, gently twisting and reaching. Exhale back. Good. Again, you're feeling how the twist continually opens. You're feeling how the leg and the breath continually move together. That right elbow and the left toes are very far away from each other. Great, we're gonna do 4 more. And again, feeling that supported feeling from the floor below, but still kind of feeling like strong and light and fluffy at the same time from above. Good, last time here. Super, feet come back down to the floor. Take a deep breath, come up a little bit higher, and then slowly lower down on 3, 2, and 1. Good, rotating, circling the arms around, head, neck, and shoulders come up, and we're coming up into our nice seated position. Cool, so again, rolling down, legs come up and over. Exhale, rolling, and coming on up. Good, so again, you're curling down. I want this to be very, very controlled. And if you feel like you're moving too fast, or you're not really using your core, then you can always make it smaller. You can always bend the legs. You can also keep your hands connected to the legs as well. Good. Last time here. And all the way back. Cool. Right foot comes down, left leg goes long, hinging back a little bit more. Stay with that right arm long. Inhaling, twisting and tapping to the left. Exhale back. And again, each time that reach still allows for the twist, right? Your right arm is kind of extending forward a little bit more each time, not because it wants to, but because the core allows it to, and the spine twists with it. Good, 2 more. And last time here. Super, foot comes down, slowly lower down for 3, 2, and 1, finding the reach. One hand on top of each other, opening up wide. Great, so again, twisting to the left as the right leg opens, hold, and then exhale back. So I want us to just kind of twist, feeling that movement, and then actually hold for a second, just to feel what that stability is like. And then come on back. Good, 6 more. And again, each time connecting with the hips again, seeing, am I holding on to anything within my hips? Am I moving my legs primarily from my hip, or can I actually use the core a little bit more to give that permission to extend? Good, 2 more. Last time here. Super, soles of your feet come down, take a deep breath, release, and then lower down for me on 3, 2, and 1. Good, circling the arms all the way around, head, neck, and shoulders come up again. And we're gonna bring our knees into a tabletop position. This time our arms are gonna come down. So if at some point, again, you feel like you need to support yourself, please do so. I want you to float your arms all the way out to the side, and then you're gonna bring your palms upward, your thumbs up at a diagonal. Great, you're gonna stretch, reach up the legs and come up a little bit higher, and then exhale, push back down. So right now you're just stretching up the legs. We're not going anywhere yet. And exhale down. Good, we've got 3 more like this. Kind of almost like chopping the space. Cool, last time here. Good, let's make those legs nice and long. Right leg up, left leg long, coming in between your leg. Great, and then coming back to the center, switching legs. Left leg up, right leg long. So it's kind of like you're coming behind that upward extended leg. Good, reaching on up. And again, feeling how much space you want to take up at the moment. If you want to make it a little bit smaller, by all means, go for it. If your neck feels unhappy, please support it. If you need to put your head, neck, and shoulders down, do it as well. Otherwise, we've got 2 more on each leg. And that space, again, with your arms is like very thick, right? We have to really, it's almost like we're cutting through it. Cool, last time here, inhale, reach, exhale back. Good, you're gonna put your hands behind your head. You're gonna lengthen up that right leg, keeping the left leg long. Good, and you're gonna flex the left only for 5, flex it long. 4, kind of alternating. 3, keep breathing. 2, keep smiling. And 1, good. Switch the legs for me one last time. And we just flex and point the right for 5, 4, 3, 2, last time, and 1. Super, back to the center, knees come down towards the floor. Shift your weight a little bit higher, say hello, and then roll down for me on 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Let's flex out all the way here, and then circle those arms around to our nice, tall, seated position. Awesome. We are gonna come over into a position here where, again, we're nice and, I lied, let's do it this way. So actually that your arm is going out into a forward facing position. Your knees are still stacked, your hips are stacked, but your upper body is actually at a diagonal. So you can see, if you look down, that your hips are kind of sideways. Your fingertips are gonna be here, and you're gonna gently rotate all the way down for me. Good, and actually, you know what? Let's put the palm down on the right, it'll be easier. You're gonna slowly extend the right leg all the way up for me. And then as you come down, you're gonna gently push on up and stretch out the left. Good, come on back and reconnect. So yes, it's a little bit of arms, but more about the lift. So you're stretching on out, pushing on down, flexing out through the right, using that entire shape to stretch and then reconnect. So there's not that much movement when the lift, but I still want you to feel that entire core stretching, reaching, coming on back. Good, 3 more only. Now again, the hips are still staying stacked on top of each other even if they're at that diagonal. Great, and 2 more. And then last time here. Down, and then flex it out. Great, coming all the way back, take a deep breath. Hi. And then, ciao. Coming all the way back and then opening up for a moment. Great, rotating over to the other side. And again, the right arm comes directly out. Your hips are stacked and your body's at that diagonal position. The left arm first comes into spidey mode just to feel where you're at and kind of allowing for that extra twist. And then your palm comes down. Great, so you're opening up the left knee, stretching out that left leg, pushing it down, flexing through the floor as you reach, lift the hips a little bit, stretch out the right leg, and then reconnect. Good, so you're opening up, pushing on down, flex, and then stretch on out. Now again, yes, the arms are there, but I still want you to feel how much of your core is really lifting you, because that should be the primary source of power. Good. 3 more. All the way back. And again, sensing that openness, that push down, that reach. And knowing that you can just hover along the floor. You don't have to necessarily make it so big for it to be an intense move. And then all the way back. Super, reaching the left arm here, coming up and over. Awesome. Let's continue to move. I'm feeling very energetic and moody today. All right, so here we go. Knees are gonna be nice and open. Your fingertips are forward facing and you're having this open chest feeling. Shoulders are back, hips are parallel to the floor. Good, you're gonna sit yourself back just a little bit. So we're not actually like collapsing into a child's pose necessarily. I want you to feel that active stretch all the way here. Good, and then as you come up, you're gonna stretch out that left leg to the side and hold. I know you can't see it, it's just going out to the side. So you're shifting your weight back, engaging the core here, pushing on forward, and then the right leg comes out. So you're basically just kind of extending it from the knee position where it is, more or less. And again, we're continuing to reach left leg out. Shift your weight back. So it's almost like a moving plank, but you're not actually going very far. And even on the sit back, you're still engaging the core to stretch out. Keep the arms active, shoulders long, and reach out that left. Good. A few more to go. And Actually, let's just do one more on each side and then we have to change it up. And then last time here. Good. Rotating back, sitting back, excuse me. Now we're gonna tuck the toes and you're gonna shift your weight just a little bit and hover the knees for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, tap the knees down, shift the weight back. So again, you're gonna find a nice little lift and hover feeling and then tap it down and shift back. So you'll notice that your bum might be a little bit higher. That's okay. I don't want it to be too high up. Good. 3 more. Lift and hover, elbows back. And then knees come down. So again, you're feeling how that space gets moved together with the knee hover and the shift forward. And then you intentionally put the knees down, shift your weight back. Last time here, inhale, lift and hold. And exhale, come on back. Good, untuck your toes. Now you may sit yourself all the way back. Okie dokie, so here we go again. Rotating, left arm comes into this 90-degree angle. Right fingers are in Spidey mode, right elbow back, and you're gonna look down at the floor, or you can look to the side, whatever feels comfortable for you. Your right leg stays very close underneath your hip, and your left leg comes all the way out. Good, you're stretching out this left leg for me here. You're gonna come across to the outside of that right knee, and then you're gonna reach it all the way up. Then you're gonna come into the center and stretch along. So I want you to feel the difference between the cross sensation, shoulder still stays down, and then the inward sensation without curling, right? We're not curling yet. So you're inhaling, coming across, and then exhale back. And seeing if you can even make that breath as long as it is, right? So coming across on the inhale, and then coming in on the exhale. Great. 3. Super cool. And 2. Last time here. And 1. Excellent. Back to the center. Push your right hand down. Left hand comes up, and then we rotate right away so that your right arm comes down. Your left fingers stay in Spidey mode. Elbow comes back, tucking the left toes if needed, stretching out that right leg, looking down at the floor, or gently twisting left elbow and left shoulder away, stretching all the way up. Good, so you're inhaling across and stretch, and then exhale, knee comes in without arching the back. Now remember, when we arch the back, it's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just not the intensity or the intention that I want at this moment, because I want the spine to stay long and again be lifted from the core rather than creating a curl at this moment. Cool, let's do 3 more. And each time you reach up, again seeing can you reach up a little bit longer? If not, that's fine, but if you can, give it a go. It's almost like that extra little bit of reach. Last time here. Excellent, push yourself all the way up. Great, you're gonna open up your knees, shift your weight all the way back. And here we go for 3, 2, and 1. Good, let's curl ourselves all the way through the center, giving our spine another little extra stretch. Opening up, rotating the shoulders back. And from here, I want you to untap your toes, and we're gonna melt downwards, 1 vertebrae at a time, feeling the spine stretch, the core connect, the shoulders go down, and we're lifted all the way here. Cool. So make sure that you have enough space on your mat. Your feet are gonna go out to the outside, and you're gonna reach again the right arm and the left arm, kind of pushing away for me here. So you're not locking at your elbows that you feel that there's tension in the joints, but you're still really actively pushing away. Cool, you're gonna reach up on the inhale with that right leg, expanding the rib cage. And then you're gonna exhale, tap it down. Just the right, inhale, expand and lift. Exhale, belly comes up, push it down. Good, 3 more. And 2. Last time, 1. Good, you're gonna lift up the right leg. You're gonna bend it, and now we're gonna keep it lifted as you open it up and then bring it back. So again, I want this to be as much of a core exercise as it is a leg and back exercise. You're resisting out and coming back in. Good, 2 more. Last time here. Let's keep it, and then you're gonna gently pulse on up for 8, 7, 6. Keep pushing away from the floor as we breathe for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Super knees come down, push that right foot down, walk your hands a little bit further away, and then melt down just for a moment, putting your forehead or your chin onto the floor. Great, inhaling, expanding the rib cage. Exhale, take your right hand a little bit closer, left hand a little bit closer, shoulders melting down, and then pushing yourself up. Good, so focusing on that left leg. Inhale, expanding the rib cage as we lift. Exhale, pushing it down. And again, feeling how the spine is not like compacting into something small, rather we're still feeling how that length comes all the way out. Great, we've got 3 more. And again, can you find a little bit more reach in the arms? So you can still actively stretch your arms through this move, but still contain the movement all the way through the center. Good. 2 more. Last time we hold for the lift. Good, and then we gently bend and stretch. Remember, keeping the core very, very much lifted so that your spine is just like, wow, what a great party we're having here. Good, only 2 more to go like this. Again, taking the chance to push yourself a little bit further. Last time here. Good, gently bending and then pulsing up 8 times. So again, slow pulses. Exhale out. Good, 1 more full breath. And then exhale out. Great, putting that left leg down, walking your left hand in and then your right, and then slowly melting yourself down. 3, 2, 1, creating space. And then stretching out your left arm even longer and your right arm even longer. Shoulders down your back. Okie dokie. We're gonna come back into a moving position in a moment. So your elbows are all the way back for a second. You're gonna tuck your toes. Keep your elbows back as you push yourself up. Yeah, fantastic. And then you're gonna slowly again lower your hips, open up your chest, and you're gonna melt yourself down, 1 vertebrae at a time, all the way down on 3, 2, and 1. It's not so much arms, just a little. So again, feeling your feet grounded, engage your core, take another inhale, and on the exhale, you're gonna push yourself up. Awesome. Slowly from here, dropping your hips down, opening up your chest, and then slowly bending as you curl downwards on 3, 2, and 1. Good, 1 more to go. Inhale, expand. Exhale, lift the belly button up as you push that shape up. Great. Inhale again. And then exhale, drop down the hips gently as you slowly melt yourself down on 3, 2, and 1. Super, untuck your toes and then shift your weight back for a second. Okay, so let's do some some leg happiness. Yeah, I'm kind of digging this feeling here. I don't know why. Again, if this doesn't feel good, just come down. Kind of like this diagonal reach for some reason. Feels good. So the bottom leg is going to be out and the top leg is going to be actually bent and behind the front. So it kind of looks like I don't know what shape it is. Back leg is bent, front leg isn't. Right arm is behind your head for a moment. Cool. So you're going to come on down for me here. You're going to lift up that right leg and then squeeze it down as you push up. Good. Inhale, lift and squeeze. Exhale back. Cool. Only 3 more like this. And 2, almost like you're pushing down to lift. And then 1 time here. Good. Now I want you to come down all the way and you're going to bring the knee to the front and then squeeze and lift it back. So again, we're kind of working with a slight diagonal here like we did last time. It's not a huge diagonal, just a little bit. Kissing the back of the knee, pushing on up. Good, we've got 3, 2, and 1. Super, coming all the way down, take a deep breath. And then you're gonna put this right hand down for a moment. Bring that left leg a little bit higher up, and then you're gonna bend and stretch. So bending and stretching. Again, you can also put your hand behind your head if you need to, or not. I mean, you can support yourself as little or as much as you want. Great. 3 more. 2, and 1. Excellent. Both knees come into a hovered position, feeling that space here. And then you're going to push yourself all the way up and then lower down for 5, 4, 3 times. And again, feeling how your arms may be shaking a little bit, but I still want the core very much lifted. And last time here. Super, back towards the center. Stretch around and then float over to the other side. Okay. So, finding that front leg is straight, back leg is bent, arm is nice and at this diagonal position, extending outward from the shoulder, and your arm is here. Good. So you're inhaling, bending on down, lifting up. Maybe you might need a little bit more space. And then exhale, push on up. So again, you might have to walk that arm further away depending on where you're at. You can also flex out the bottom foot if that feels better. And again, just kind of working with this concept of shifting our weight, right? Consistently shifting down and then engaging the core to shift back up. Get 2 more. Last time here. Cool, coming on down, the knee goes back and then lift up. So again, slowly at the diagonal and then pushing on up. Cool, if you feel like you want to put your arm in another position, just to see how that feels like, right? There's like no right or wrong. It's just about challenging that concept of space. Cool, last time here. Good, so that foot comes down and then we put our fingers here, lifting up, and then we bend and stretch. Pointer flex. Inhaling, so back. And again, still seeing how much this left side still needs to work in order to stabilize that right leg. How that right side is still very much lifted and coming in towards that internal package. Good, 2 more. Last time here. Excellent. Everything comes together. And then we shift our weight all the way up. Cool. We've got one last thing to do. Coming again all the way here into 4s, or onto all 4s, please. You're tucking your toes. You're going to open up, and then you're going to lift up your knees and hover for me. Great. You're going to gently bring this left leg up, and then come on down. So I want your bum a tiny bit higher at the moment, just for now. You're kind of alternating legs, feeling what that's like. When you're sort of pushed up just a bit more, yeah, 1 more time on each side. Now I want you to bring your knees a little bit further down and try it again. So this time I want you to move a little bit less and feel what that feels like, right? When your bum is a little bit higher and you have a little bit more space versus a little bit lower and less. Good. Still melting those shoulders back, those elbows get rotated towards us. Last time here. Good, and then again, walk your feet in a tiny bit, and then you're gonna pulse your knees outwards. So you're keeping your heels together, and you're just making mini pulses out. Inhaling here, exhale out. Good, 2 more full breaths. Last time here, and exhale out. Excellent, knees come down, and then shift your weight all the way back. Cool, let's float ourselves all the way around, rolling down onto the floor for a moment. And then bringing your knees into a tabletop position, kind of hugging underneath your knees, rocking yourself all the way up. And yes, stretching up your legs, chest open, finding your balance for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna roll back again, just a bit, and exhale, come on up. So again, you're supporting yourself the whole time. You're curling now, coming up and over a bit, and then stretching up. And when you get to the top, that's when you open up and straighten up the spine. Good, one more time. Gently curling to roll back. Exhale, up to straighten. 3, 2, and 1. Great, knees come down, open them up, and then just shift your weight forward. Great, and then stack on up on 3, 2, and 1. Cool. Knees together, hands by your side, shift your weight forward. And yes, we just hang for a moment. Bending the right leg and then the left. And saying yes to everything that fits our vision of what we want our life to be, and actively saying no to everything else. And take another smiley inhale, and then restack up on 3, 2, and 1. Cool. It's party time. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, let it go. Great, and you can shake again if you want to or need to.